Hey everyone, and welcome to week 17 of Eddie's How to Dark. So we have set before us a very special task. So I've been putting off fighting the hag for a very long time, but now a very special trinket is available if we take on the hag. So that would be the Blasphemous Vial. And that is the trinket that turns the Plague Doctor into an unstoppable stun machine. So it has the nasty drawback of plus 15% stress damage, but look at those other buffs. Plus 15 accuracy, plus 40 stun skill chance, and plus 20 blight skill chance. Oh my Jesus. It is good. And that is going to turn Ditton, who is already pretty hardcore Plague Doctor with On Guard. Really can't argue with that. It's going to turn her into an absolute beast. So we have put together a special team. At the front is going to be Sydney, with some speed and some damage buffs. I have taken off Barbaric Yop and I've given her Adrenaline Rush. Mainly, not so much for the buffs aren't terribly useful, but mainly because it removes Blight and Bleed from herself. There's plenty of Blight to go around in the Wield. In the second rank, we have Mortimer the Houndmaster. I've kitted him out with both Cry Havoc and Blackjack. There's a reason for that, and yes, I've also given him the Cudgel Weight and some speed. The reason for that is going to be because Hughes is going to be in the third rank. Now, in human form, the Abomination is perfectly capable of using... they can use all of their human form abilities, no problem, but they can only use their beast form abilities from the second rank, with the exception of Slam, which they can use from the third rank and moves them one forward, which means that... what's probably going to happen is any fight where we really need Beast Mode, Hughes is going to transform and open up with Slam on one of the enemy targets, and shuffle Mortimer into the back where he can use Cry Havoc in lieu of Blackjack. And finally, in the back, we have Malabis with the Eldritch Slayer's Ring to help us deal with some of those Mushroom people, and Unia's Head, to make her Battlefield Bandage a little bit more potent. It'll probably also buff her camping heals, but I'm not totally sure about that. Doesn't matter too much anyhow, so here we go. Alright. So we don't really have a Vestal or an Occultist, so we definitely want to bring as much food as we can. Bandages, yeah, we do want a couple of those for loot. Anti-Venom, we're going to want plenty of for loot and to remove Blight. Shovels, want to bring at least a full stack of those. I haven't really run into any shallow graves, but they're very... they can cough up a lot of loot if you use a shovel on one. Herbs, in case we run across beast carcasses, a couple keys, just because... you always want to be able to open heirloom chests, or especially secret rooms. And then finally, our usual complement of torches to keep light levels up. Here we go. This should be fun.
I had collected many rare and elusive volumes on ancient herbal properties, and was set to enjoy several weeks immersed in comfortable study. My work was interrupted, however, by a singularly striking young woman who insisted on repeated calls to the house.
Okay.
There is method in the wild corruption here.
Yeah, the Ancestor's narration for the boss fights
both wretched and malevolent.
certainly makes the loading screen dead air a bit more bearable. Okay, so there's a very good chance that the boss is pretty much always in the furthest room from your starting point, so there's a very good chance that the hag is in that room right there, and we're just going to make a beeline for it unless we see something else that really tickles our fancy.
Nature herself.
Alright, yep, first thicket.
To the spreading corruption.
More of those in the Wield than anywhere else. Alright. Let's do this, come on. Alright. Got a torch back, that's good. Okay. First fight, and we snuck up on them. This is good, because all of these enemies are fast, so let's see if we can deal with them sooner rather than later. Okay. Manacles. Get a little bit of damage in there. Yeah, why don't you just go ahead and actually... you know what? It's best to use the stun. Let's just go ahead and blackjack that Acolyte. And maybe Sydney can bring down one of these Nashers right out the gate. Not quite. Darn. Okay, so we're going to take one hit at the end of this turn. Let's just see if maybe Malabis can blind fire that Rapid Nasher that isn't stunned. She's just going to miss. Okay, could have been a better opening round. No rabies, no bleed. Can't argue with that. Enemies are stunned. Okay, do they go first? Yes, we go first. Okay, so you can go ahead and pick off that Nasher.
Press disadvantage.
Good.
Give them no quarter.
Nice. Okay, so I think Sydney... You know, I'm less afraid of taking stress than I am of getting diseases. So let's go ahead and end that. And what do we got? Yes, alright. We're still moving. Oh, we're so close. There we go. But all of my guys got good speed rolls. Alright, good loot. We like that. Good. Let's soldier on and see what awaits us. Any scouting chance? Nope. Might be traps up ahead. Those will be fun.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
So once again, we're going to want to save the doggy treats for the boss. Okay, and let's just see if we can pick off that Rabid Nasher right out the gate. Come on, bleed. Nice. Alright, that Rabid Nasher is dealt with. So we can just chunk damage in here and there. There we go. Nice. That's what we wanted to have happen. Great. That's another enemy dealt with. And, nice. Alright, that's going to be that.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
It certainly does. And they've been dropping
Seize
pretty good
this
amounts of
momentum.
cash.
Push on to the task's end.
So far, so good here.
The way
As ever,
is
keeping
lit.
light topped
the
off.
path is clear.
Hey, there we go.
We require only the
Oh,
strength
jeez,
to
there's a secret
follow
door
it.
back there. Yeah, no two ways about it. We're going back and getting it. Yep, there's the hunger check. Alright. Well, use our key. And I think we can probably forego one of these torches to
light,
take all
the
of the
promise of safety.
Tripesahedrons. Alright. Okay, back we go. Now let's push on. And hey, we spotted this trap. Houndmaster can sniff it out and disarm it. Good stuff. Okay, we can use antitoxin to crack open this luggage. Although I think I might use the key instead to free up inventory space. Good.
Packs laden with loot
Cool.
are
Alright.
often low on supplies.
I'll use the anti-venom to open this other one.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
You know what? We're actually really good on cash, so I think I'm going to forego the obsidian to take the crests. Okay. Alright. You know what? This is a pretty rough team. So I think we're gonna say, as much as I would just like to stun that Acolyte, the Acolyte isn't the big stress problem. The big stress problem is that madman back there. So I'm going to say it's go time. Yes, very stressful. And we are going to try and slam that Fungal Scratcher into the back. Remember, these guys are pretty useless if they're in the back ranks. Nice. That's exactly what we wanted. Reinhild Doomsday and lay down some more blanket stress. Hughes will mumble in incoherently. Let's see, what are your odds of getting... let's just get as much damage as we can into that Batman. he's the biggest problem. Alright, so let's go ahead and chunk it with if it bleeds. Nice.
Formation is broken.
No longer a problem. And let's just take a pot shot at that Acolyte. A little bit of damage. Stressful incantation. Yep. Ouch. Good, good. We definitely want our Abomination to be taking damage. Harmless Swipe isn't going to do a whole heck of a lot. Let's hope we can get someone to punch that Acolyte before it gets a chance to attack. What's that going to do? Okay. Rake is not going to necessarily going to do at least 7 damage, so let's not take our chances and let's just rage on the Acolyte. Nice. Alright. We like that crit. Can't really stun these guys. You know what? I think now's probably as good of a time as any to start laying down Cry Havoc and reduce some stress. Do we want to... Yeah, I think we just want to hit these guys. Nice. Okay, we've almost got one of them down. Nice. Swing and a miss. Come on, Malibus. Yes, there we go.
As the fiend falls,
enemies down.
a faint hope
Okay,
blossoms.
so now it's probably safe to transform back. Let's make everybody feel a little bit better. And let's stun that guy to prevent him from taking action. Good, good, good. Keep the Cry Havoc going. And we'll just chunk this guy down. Lay down Blind Fire. So close. I don't think we're going to take combat delay penalties. Nope, we're good. So just one more Cry Havoc. Stress reduction. It's just not getting to, Sydney up here. I had to look at her character sheet to remind myself of her name. Okay. But that's enemy down.
A trifling
Okay, we can
victory,
use this little bit of extra
but a
food to
victory
heal up a bit.
nonetheless.
Take this. Okay. Can't take the gold. We definitely want to take the deeds. I'm going to chance it and say let's get rid of... I'll ditch the bandages. Don't really want heirlooms at this point. Coffin contains hidden treasures.
Glittering
Okay, another
gold,
portrait.
Trinkets and
Gold can
baubles,
stay. We're good on gold for now.
paid for in blood.
Map inside. Alright, what does the map tell us? Okay, treasure up there. And that's almost... Okay, we didn't get that room revealed, but that's definitely where our target is. So we are... Priority is definitely going to be deal with the target, and then maybe go back and scoop up any treasure if our characters are in any shape to do so. Okay, team of maggots. Let's just... Okay, we actually got a stun off on that one, so that's pretty good. We're just gonna wanna...
Another one falls.
There we go. Eat whatever ones we can. Hopefully, everyone will go fast enough that we can
Back to the pit.
pick off the remaining unstunned enemies before they act. Nice.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Okay. And there we go.
Executed with impunity. This
Sydney's not having a good
expedition at
day.
least promises success.
And I'd be willing to bet that Sydney is going to be the one who gets thrown into the pot when we
As
fight
light
the hag.
winds purchase, spirits are lifted.
Okay,
and
here we
purpose
go.
is made clear.
The fungus team. Yeah, alright, so let's open up with a stun. This is definitely going to be go time. So once again, we're just going to shuffle one of these fungal scratchers into the back. Boom. Alright, and then... Let's see... we're going to want to make... Yeah, let's see if between Sydney and Malibus we can pick off that second fungal artillery there. Alright, it's bleeding. Dang it. Oh, she dodged the mark! That's really what we were hoping for. That's going to mean we'll take a lot less damage. She dodges the harmless swipe. Very nice. Now it's just going to be one more groping swipe on the character who can really afford to take damage, so that's cool. Alright, so now we're going to try and bring down that fungal artillery before it gets a chance to use Escape Cloud. Done and done. Hughes mixed with the Rage. Let's see if we can leverage some bleed and various other damage sources to bring down that one in the back. Done and done. Alright, and then we just start chunking down that remaining foe. One more groping swipe on the guy who can afford to take damage, so nice. Yeah, let's just cry havoc. Remove a little bit of stress, and yep, there we go. That'll end the fight. Cool. Alright, hate to say that this is all stuff we're gonna forego. Okay, we know we only have one fight between here and the our target, so let's camp. We're gonna feast, get rid of some stress,
The goal without hope.
and clear up inventory space as ever. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Open up with Hound's Watch. Really don't want to get ambushed in the middle of the night on this one. Nobody needs healing, so we can probably ignore Malabiss's camping skills. We're going to get us set up with Battle Trance. And we'll remove that debuff in just a little bit. And let's see what else here. Yeah, I think the other thing we're going to do is we're going to lay down Quickening for an extra little speed buff on our Abomination here. And Malabiss, I think, is going to encourage the Hellion and chip away a little bit of stress. So now we can rest. Yes. And now we're going to push on to the task at hand.
A handsome
More crests,
reward
that's cool.
for a task well performed.
Okay, some nasty beasties. That's the one we can most easily stun, so I'm gonna say, yeah, use the chains there. Everybody else will worry about picking off maggots. I keep forgetting to put friggin' Mortimer back up front. Alright. And, okay, great. And we can just blind fire and end the fight. There we go. Can't really ask for a better turn than that.
Creatures can be
Oh,
felled.
right.
They can be
Should get rid of that.
beaten.
There we go. So debuff is gone, only the buffs remain. Got some more heirlooms. Yes, more crests. We like crests. Okay, and here we go. Ah, and there we go. And we have confirmed that the boss is there. So, just some notes. Another important thing about this setup is basically whoever gets thrown into the pot, nobody else is totally out of position. If Sydney gets thrown into the pot, then Hughes can transform, throw himself up front, and Mortimer will then be able to use Hound's Rush, as Hound's Rush cannot be used from the front rank. That is, however, going to effectively disable Hughes for a turn. I think he can only headbutt the pot. Malabiss is, you know, the rest of the party will be fine if Malabiss gets thrown up front. In fact, you know what? I think I'm just going to go ahead and have these guys swap places. Yeah, I think Mortimer's best position going into this is in rank 3. Yeah, if Sydney gets thrown in, Hughes is already up front. Yeah, this will be good. So nobody will be helpless and out of position with this team comp. So in we go. The other thing I'll just say is, so this fight, for those who don't know, this fight consists of 2 enemies, the Pot and the Hag. The Pot occupies the front 2 ranks, and the Hag occupies the back 2 ranks. And the only way to win the fight is to hit the Hag, so these are all characters who are perfectly capable of hitting the back ranks, and that is exactly what we need going into this fight. So let's see what we got. There she is, 66 HP, okay.
A slathering testament to the powers of corruption.
Alright, so this is... we're not going to worry too much about marks. Again, she has double actions, which means marks don't last very long. So we're just going to doggy treat, and we're going to go ham. We're just going to hit her as hard as we can. A character is going to get thrown into the pot. When they do, every turn, not like every round, every like character turn, they take damage. And they're also disabled for the duration that they are in the pot. And generally, you might want to try and retrieve someone from the pot. You might think that, but as soon as someone gets out of the pot, the hag will throw someone right back in the pot. So your best bet is to just form a team that can afford to lose one guy and burst down the hag. And that's exactly what's going to happen. We're just going to hit the hag as hard as we possibly can. Alright, Houndmaster is going into the pot. And we're just going to bring the pain. Yeah, you see he's taking damage there the whole time. Alright, let's break out Iron Swan. Nice. Yeah, this won't be too much longer. Don't worry, bud, we're getting you out of there. Okay, come on. Just finish this up for us. Yeah.
Her corpse to rot, consumed by the spores she spawned.
Didn't even take that much damage either. That was pretty good.
So clearly in view.
Okay, so we'll take
Or
that.
is it merely a trick of the
Go
light?
ahead and munch on that food. And, yeah, okay. You know what? So I think I will go back and pick up that last room full of treasure. So yeah, that was decisive. Again, it needs to be said, we are on Apprentice level, and nothing is all that rough on Apprentice level. Even the Brigand Cannon is not that tough on Apprentice difficulty.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Alright, yep, okay, so we can go ahead and... Trap, okay. We can ditch the dog treat. I doubt we're going to need it for this last fight. Okay, don't need the food anymore at this point. Let's see what we got. Oh boy. That's... Okay, we snuck up on them. This is good. This is good. Okay. You know what? I think I'm going to start taking my chances with just human form. Hit the Acolyte, stun her. Can... Blackjack one of the Scratchers. Alright, come on. Alright, now we're just going to put whatever damage we can into that Madman. Alright, come on, Iron Swan, let's do this. Nice! 2 enemies stunned, 1 dead. 1 enemy action taken. Okay, let's see... Maybe, just maybe, you can finish that Acolyte. Nice! Okay. And yeah, let's just start chunking down the remaining enemies. We can use Blackjack to disable the Fungal Scratcher we didn't stun last turn. And... Unstunned Fungal Scratcher is down. Alright. That was a good round. Boom. Yeah, we're gonna end this. So there you have it. That could have been pretty nasty, but that was a fight where the enemy got off a grand total of, I think, 1 action.
As victory is not,
so that's pretty cool.
so too will resistance.
Okay, so we definitely don't need shovels anymore. Let's see what's in here. It's trapped. And she resisted. Oh well. The important thing is, we got that vial. We're gonna get a lot of use out of that blasphemous vial. And we didn't get a bad haul of treasure either. A little bit of heirlooms. Heirlooms are always good. Alright, Hughes. It's now a clutch hitter, which is good. Yes, Malibus has quick draw now. So good. Alright, so Malibus is... Malibus has earned her place amongst my team members that will probably find their way into the darkest dungeon.
In time,
Alright, good.
you will know
Good,
the
good.
tragic extent of my failings.
This is cool. Alright, so I think that's going to be it, folks. I will see you all next time.